Nick Kyrgios, known for his powerful and predictable serve, has a distinctive technique that sets him apart from many conventional servers. Analyzing his serve in more technical detail reveals the key element that contribute to his effectiveness. One of the notable features of Kyrgios' serve is the massive transfer of weight between his front and back leg. The weight transfer allows him to generate a significant amount of force, contributing to power behind his serve. In the preparation phase, Kyrgios initiates a rocking motion by leaning upward onto his front foot. This forward lean helps him to generate momentum and sets the foundation of an explosive upward motion. As Kyrgios prepares to hit the serve, he brings both his feet together while bending his knees. This stance, commonly referred as the pinpoint stance, enables him to generate even more power by pushing up the ground with explosive force. By having both legs together and bent, Kyrgios can jump higher into his serve and make contact at a higher trajectory. This allows him to hit the ball with greater speed and efficiency. So another distinguishing aspect of Kyrgios' serve is the ball toss. While most conventional servers toss the ball in the air, let it reach its peak and then strike it, Kyrgios takes a different approach. He hits the ball at even before its peak, often catching opponents off guard. This unconventional timing adds an element of surprise to his serves and makes it difficult for opponents to anticipate the trajectory and pace of the ball. Kyrgios' ability to hit powerful flat serve with incredible accuracy is one of his trademarks. By using a relative low ball toss and a quick upward motion, he generates a significant amount of power. This combination of factors allows him to hit blistering serves that are difficult to return. In addition to his powerful flat serves, Kyrgios also possesses the versatility to employ different types of serves. He can hit flat serves, kick serves, or addition variation to his proprietary. This adversity keeps opponents guessing and make it challenging for them to adjust and anticipate the spin and the bounce of the ball. One of the most unexpected aspect of Kyrgios' serve is occasionally uses the underarm serve. This unorthodox tactics catches opponents off guard as they typically anticipate more traditional serve. Kyrgios' willingness to mix up his serving strategy demonstrates his creativity, ability to exploit weakness, and expectation of his opponents. Firstly, we know that Kyrgios possesses an extremely powerful serve, which is often the most potent weapon on the tennis court. By focusing on arm and upper body training, he aims to enhance the strength and explosiveness of his serve. This enables him to generate exceptional racket head speed and deliver thunderous serves that often catch his opponent off guard. Secondly, Kyrgios employs aggressive style of play, characterized by his ability to hit powerful ground strokes and winners from various positions on the tennis court. By engaging in arm and upper body training, he aims to maximize his shot-making potential. Strong arms and shoulders provide a stability and strength required to execute his trademark aggressive strokes with precision and control. Additionally, Kyrgios' playing style heavily relies on improvisation and shot-making creativity. He is known for his audacious shot selection and ability to produce unorthodox shots on the spur of the moment. Intense arm and upper body training helps him to develop the necessary muscular endurance and stability to execute these shots effectively even in a high-pressure situation. Furthermore, Kyrgios' physicality is a significant asset when it comes to defending and absorbing power from his opponents. By focusing on arm and upper body training, he can withstand the impact of hard-hitting shots and maintaining his defensive posture during an extended rally. This allows him to remain competitive against formidable opponents, particularly grueling matches that requires resilience and endurance. Finally, It's worth noting that Kyrgios' committed to arm and upper body training extend beyond tennis court. His well-defined physique can not only enhance his performance but also contribute to his overall marketability as a professional athlete. When preparing for his forehand, Kyrgios' arms exhibit an relaxed state while his shoulders and back remain fairly hunched. This posture suggests that as a junior player, he may have been taught to engage his shoulder to generate more power. However, despite the hunched shoulder, Kyrgios maintains a remarkable synchronization between his arms. Both arms are raised to the same height, and his right wrist is laid back in an ideal pre-strike position, leading with the butt of the racket. This setup allows him to achieve a strong and controlled swing. One notable aspect of Kyrgios' forehand is his exceptional focus of the ball. Like all skilled players, he keeps a close eye on the ball, ensuring he is fully aware of its position and trajectory. Additionally, Kyrgios is always ready to transfer his weight forward from his right leg onto his left leg necessary. This weight transfer plays a crucial role in generating power and stability during the shot execution. Another intriguing characteristic of Kyrgios' forehand is the absence of the significant hip rotation. Traditionally, players rotate his hips so that they end up parallel to the net, maximizing their rotational power. However, Kyrgios has engaged to maintain a formidable forehand without relying heavily on hip rotation. Despite not conforming to the conventional technique, he refuses to let the ball bully him into bending backward, showcasing his ability to adapt and make the shot onto his thumb. One of the striking features of Kyrgios' forehand is his excellent balance in the air. While hitting the shot, his arm does not extend far forward before wrapping around his body. This technique movement aids in generating more spin on the ball. Most players will struggle to generate sufficient space or length. With such limited extension, both Kyrgios has mastered his technique, allowing him to add variety to his shots and keep opponents guessing. In terms of grip, Kyrgios employs a hybrid forehand grip, which falls between a semi-western and a full semi-western grip. Grip is intense, determines how the player holds the racket and influences his shot spin and trajectory. Kyrgios' choice of a hybrid grip provides him with a versatility to hit both topspin and flatter shots, depending on the situation. This adaptability allows him to adjust his shots dramatically and hit his opponent off balance. It's important to note that while Kyrgios' forehand technique may deviate from the traditional norms, it is his ability to harness its conventional aspect that makes it so effective. The combination of relaxed arms, synchronized movement, exceptional focus, weight transfer, unique balance, and hybrid grip all contribute to his success on the tennis court. Despite the absence of significant hip rotation, Kyrgios' forehand compensates for it by utilizing other aspects of his body to generate power. His ability to transfer weight from his right leg to his left leg during the shot allow him to utilize the core and upper body strength effectively. This transfer of weight adds momentum to his swing and contributes to overall power behind his forehand. Moreover, Kyrgios' exceptional balance in the air is a testament to his athleticism and body control. While many players extend their arm forward for a more extended reach, Kyrgios opts for a shorter extension, which allows him to wrap his arm around his body. This technique enhances his ability to generate spin on the ball, making his shots more unpredictable and challenging for his opponent to handle. Firstly, in tennis, players' ability to generate power to their serve is crucial. This power comes from a combination of timing, leg drive, and the subsequent reaction of the hips and the upper body. Leg strength plays a significant role in determining the amount of pace and spin a player can generate on their serve. By strengthening his legs, Kyrgios can enhance his leg drive, resulting in a more explosive and powerful serve. Secondly, ground stroke in tennis also require power generation through rotation. Tennis is a rotational sport, and a player rely on their core, hip, and shoulder to generate force during stroke. While it may seem that core and hip are the primary contributor to rotation force, the truth is that the leg muscles play a crucial role as well. When a player rotates his hips, it's predominantly the legs muscles that facilitate the movement. The leg generates the majority of the rotational force, with the hips and the core providing assistance. Therefore, by strengthening these legs, Kyrgios can enhance his rotation power, enhancing him to hit more forceful, penetrating ground strokes. Furthermore, playing tennis itself helps develop leg muscles due to the extensive use of leg during matches. The constant running, jumping, and quick lateral movement require legs muscle to perform activity. However, targeted leg training can further enhance the strength, stability, and endurance of these muscles. By incorporating exercises such as squats, leg lunges, plyometrics, and agility drills into his training routine, Kyrgios can maximize the potential of his legs muscle and improve his overall performance on the tennis court. Additionally, strong legs contribute to injury prevention and overall durability. Tennis is a physical demanding sport that places significant stress on various parts of the body, including the lower body. Building strength in the legs helps to stabilize the joints such as knee and the ankles, reducing the risk of injuries. It also aids in maintaining proper posture and balance during intense rallies, preventing unnecessary strain on the other areas of the body. Kyrgios employs a two-handed backhand, a technique commonly used by many players in the modern game. The grip of choice is a Eastern grip, allowing him to have a firm hold on the racket while maintaining control and generate power. However, it's worth noting that he often appears lazy in execution, opting to push the ball back rather than aggressively striking it. This laziness can be attributed to his casual, laid-back approach of the game, which has garnered both praise and criticism throughout his career. Despite his occasionally complacency, Kyrgios possesses the ability to generate impressive pace on his backhand when he commits to the shots. By stepping into the ball and utilizing his entire body, he can unleash a ferocious backhand that catches opponents off guard. This explosive power is a statement to his natural talent and athleticism. So, in addition to his ability to generate pace, Kyrgios showcases his versatility by incorporating a variety of shot selection to his backhand. He utilizes a spin and manipulates the trajectory of the ball, make it difficult for his opponent to respect its path. By incorporating topspin or slice, he can create different angles and control of depth of his shot. This element of unpredictability adds another layer of complexity to his game, keeping his opponent guessing and off balance. Kyrgios also employs the drop shot, a deceptive technique that requires finesse and touch. While not frequently used, the drop shot can catch opponents off guard, forcing them to quickly change direction and sprint toward the net. When executed with precision, it can be a devastating weapon that allows Kyrgios to gain control of the point and keep his opponent guessing. However, despite the evident potential of Kyrgios' backhand, it's undeniable that he struggles with consistency. His tendency to push off the ball back during the rallies instead of taking aggressive swings can lead to unforced errors and missed opportunities. This habit often arises when he lacks motivation or mentally disengaged during matches. To unlock the full potential of his backhand, Kyrgios needs to address his occasional laziness and develop a stronger mental game. By maintaining focus and intensity throughout the matches, he can utilize on his technique formation and that already exists within his backhand. Working on his footwork and positioning will also aid improving his consistency and shot selection. In the early stage of his career, Kyrgios' footwork was occasionally criticized for being consistent and lacking discipline. However, over time, he has put in the effort of refine this aspect of the game, resulting in a noticeable improvement of his movement around the tennis court. So one key characteristics of Kyrgios' footwork is ability to quickly change direction and cover the significant amount of court space. His explosive first step allows him to retrieve seemingly unreached shots and turn defense into offense. He possesses an intense sense of timing, which enables him to anticipate his opponent's shots and position himself optimally to the execute of his own shots effectively. This agility and quickness have become trademark features for his playing style. So furthermore, Kyrgios has worked on his lateral movement, improving his ability to slide and cover the different court surface. This has not only increased his defensive capabilities, but has also allowed him to set up a powerful shots with a better balance and control. By employing the efficient footwork patterns, he has reduced the time spent on recovery steps, enabling him to maintain a strong court presence and engaging in aggressive shot making. So to further enhance his footwork, Kyrgios was also focused on fitness and coordination. By setting his lower body, like workout you just say, footwork, he has gained greater stability and endurance, enabling him to sustain his explosiveness movement throughout the long matches.